Hey guys, Brett Weiss here, NEXA Mortgage, doing our next episode of Getting to Know NEXA with Justin Holloway. Thanks for hopping on here with me, bud.
Yeah,
So, we've been doing these, every week for the most part. And here we are Friday. So I knew the week wouldn't be complete without getting this out to everybody. And it's been really fun doing these, getting to know people better. And I think, I'm glad that you came on today, and I'll hand it over to you here in a sec. Glad that you came on today with us because you are one of our recent retail refugees, I would say, having joined NEXA, probably within the last 30 days, I think, and coming from the retail sector of mortgages. So I'm going to hand it over to you, man. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you're doing, your family, anything, you'd like to, share with the audience.
Yeah. So I've been in the mortgage business for a little over 2 years now. I was on the retail side at a pretty reputable other retail company. Learned a lot there. Had good mentorship. Not a lot of complaints in a lot of ways, but I was really starting to run into some issues with my own personal business as far as I was having folks. I wasn't able to either get people approved, or I was getting beat on rate, or they didn't fit my certain buckets, that I could do for them. So anyway, after talking to you, it was it kind of made sense. I just kind of realized the different programs, products. My pays double now, commission wise, than when I was at before, per
And your
file.
rates are still
So
better. We'll make that clear. Your rates are still
exactly.
better, and your pay is double. Right.
Yeah. I beat someone today on a rate like by like half a point, on a FHA loan, so it's like, um, the first thought is, how can you get paid that and have low rates? It's one or the other. Well, it's not when you've got a lot of the fat cut off, so to speak, with the you know so many other people that has to get paid also per transaction. So yeah,
Right.
so it was it makes more and more sense every day to me. It was a leap of faith for sure, but I was kind of in a situation where I didn't have a whole lot to lose. I was already losing deals, so it was like, what the heck,
Sure. Well, and I don't want to get overly personal, but I remember you actually saying to me when we first talked that you were almost debating getting out of the industry, right?
Yeah, no,
You
absolutely.
you were like, maybe my time in this industry is just done, because if this is what it's going to be, I'm not sure I can survive, or I don't know that it's for me anymore.
Yeah, no, that's I think a natural thought we all have. We probably still have those thoughts on the mortgage and real estate in general. Just you have your up and down days. That's not going to change, but you feel like at least you're doing your part, and it just, you keep that, there's only, there's controllables and uncontrollables, and you have to obviously control your controllables. But um, I was starting to realize that some of those uncontrollables I could control. I just had to be in the right situation to control it. So if I keep getting beat by a rate, then be somewhere where I can beat rates and be the best rate. If I don't have the program or product, then be where I can have the product or program.
Sure.
So um, but yeah, I had a banking background before, and just finance in general, different desk jobs, banker. I was in audit for a while. So um, you know, there were pros and cons to those jobs, but I wanted to get out of the cubicle, control my income.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things to it, but man, there was becoming days
You wanted
when I
the
was
keys to
having
the
deals
car.
fall through. I was like, dude, I was making more money in the cubicle than I am now. I can't close a freaking loan. So it's like, you want to slip back into that comfort zone. So, but I was
And
like,
things are
man, I
going
can't.
and things are going pretty good for you from what, we catch up at least once a week, right? And
Hmm.
it sounded like when you made the move, all your existing realtor partners were excited for you because of the
Hmm.
opportunities to, well, of course, close more loans for them and their customers, right? Their
Yeah.
buyers,
Yeah.
and they were fully on board with your decision. I remember you telling me, "Hey, I just met with or spoke with everyone at the very least, and they were all completely 100% behind me in the choice I made to, jump ship from retail over to NEXA, which, obviously we're the number one broker in the country. I think 200 plus lenders now.
Hmm.
It changes so often, but always the direction
Yeah.
is up. And definitely,
Yeah.
opening more doors. And it's about serving the client, right? For first and foremost. I put a post out here on Facebook this morning. We're number one in volume at UWM year to date, right? By not a
Hmm.
huge margin over the second broker. However, when we look at the units, it was a few thousand more units we've done, and that's because that other broker is based out of California with huge loan amounts, right? So that's why the volume's even
Hmm.
in the neighborhood of what we do. And it to me, it's always about serving the client first and foremost. And to see that I think it was over 6,000 units already, this year so far, and that's awesome. That's 6,000 well-deserving veterans, first-time home buyers, teachers, first responders that we've all helped, and we've given them the best
Hmm.
rates, the best terms, and made it a very seamless process, especially when we're able to partner with United Wholesale Mortgage with the faster, easier, cheaper process. It's just a breeze. So that's what I'm most proud
Yeah.
of. And I'm really glad that, you came on board to partner with NEXA, run your business the way you want under our umbrella,
Hmm.
and see the light of being able to serve more and more clients,
Hmm.
and and at the same time do what's best for your family. I mean, it's like a
Right.
win-win,
Yeah.
right?
No, absolutely. I
uh,
mean, yeah, you hit on it. I mean, it's serving the client, but and when we serve clients, it's a win-win for both of us. I mean, it's no secret we're in this business to make money. That's not the sole purpose of it, but we can't do this job for free. So when you're able to help more clients, you know, and make more money, because you're A, being able to close loans you couldn't close before, and B, getting paid more than most or all retail companies. I mean, I don't know.
it's
It makes
all
total
unless you
sense.
want rates in the 7% right now.
Yeah, yeah,
If somebody in retail is making 200 basis points, the rates are in the sevens.
yeah. No, no, absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, I would say that, and I tell folks it's not even a catch at all. It's just, you know, if you want, and there may be teams out there and stuff like that, by all means, where you may be within Nexa, where you're given leads or something with a different commission structure. But if you're a hustler and you're out getting your own business and totally self-sourced, like, it's where you need to be. Like,
No doubt.
if you're in a bank or something, and everybody's different, that's totally okay. I mean, so if you're in a situation where, or it's not you don't want to go get the business, you would rather just work the loans, get paid less, that's totally fine. But that's not going to happen here necessarily. That's not how this is set up. So, at least, so if you're bringing the business, you're getting rewarded to it at the fullest.
Well, that's
So
what it's all about. I mean,
yeah.
if you're bringing in the business, you deserve the lion's share of the commission. That's just the bottom line. Because without the business, without the lead, without the loan, there is no business.
Right.
So that's our ownership recognizing that, because one, both of them were originators in positions like you came from and I came
Mhm.
from as well, where we were self-sourced, we were still bringing in the loans, And yet we were still capped at maybe 150 basis points. And that was tiered. If we did, after 3 million, you hit that, or, whatever the case may be. And it's just like, what am I doing? I'm feeding everybody else when I'm doing all the footwork, all the, the grinding, and, I'm helping everybody else with their, quarterly bonuses for the regional.
Yeah.
And obviously there's some major differences between our platforms, and it shows, and you're seeing it now firsthand, that one, when we were on our call, and you probably said, hey, it might sound too good to be true, how can I have better rates and make more money? Now you're seeing the difference. And yet we still have all the support with our LOS support center, our live AEs in our Zoom center as well, day in, day out, and the ability to call the underwriter direct, all the things that, retail tries to make people think their loan officers think that isn't a thing, or is, the weakness in the broker capacity.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can't speak on how it, was, back in the day before 08 and all that. I mean, I've seen The Big Short. I know enough to know, but, but, as far as the, the support is, I mean, it's there as far as, you just hop in, Zoom calls, and you're just like this right here, speaking with an AE, which is an account executive from, another wholesale lender, and you're going through a file, you're sharing screens. You have loan officers, actual loan officers with NEXA in the, LOS, which is our portal, basically that are dedicating their time to help folks, a few hours a day to help them with their files. And so I've been, especially for someone new coming in there, and I don't plan on stop using anytime soon, but it's like, if I didn't have that, I'd either be blowing your phone up or I couldn't be here. Like, but that comes back to where there's the support. So you're really getting the best of, it's a cliche at this point, but really the best of both worlds. If I didn't have that support, I'd be totally lost, because it's a lot to consume. I mean, it's more to consume now than it's not just a one trick pony where it's like, this is what I can do, and that's it. It was a lot simpler at the retail world, but simple isn't always better, because it's
you're saying no a lot more.
Right? Yeah. I've got all these options now. So it's like, but there's help out there to say, okay, there's your situation, this is where you need to go. Like,
have you ever seen a support center like that, all Zoom based?
No. I've never been in a digital break room before.
Yeah, no,
I haven't heard of that before.
No, it's fantastic, man. It's like, honestly, like what I tell people, instead of, firing off an email and hoping you'll hear back, you're basically just walking down the hall and going into someone's office. You know what I mean? And that's done in a matter of minutes. And you've got all the support in the world from, like you said, NEXA loan officers that dedicate their time and volunteer their time in our LOS center to help this whole NEXA community and the rest of the mortgage community, because the LOS support system center is open to anyone in the industry. So we're even in there getting like, from, no offense, from brokers that don't have support, that, maybe an owner broker that hired a couple people, thought he or she could support those LOs. They're not. And they're stuck. Like you said, I'd be stuck without this LOS center. They're popping in, they're creating accounts. We're helping the whole industry and retail loan officers, everybody. So it's an amazing thing. And, my hat's off, and I'm sure yours is too, to everybody in LOS that, like I said, they volunteer their time to do that. So thanks to everybody in there. We really appreciate you. And keep it going, because it's an unbelievable resource for anyone and everyone in the whole industry, dude.
Yeah, no. And I mean, just to give you a
I think your cat's creeping up behind you.
Oh, my dog. Yeah.
Is it your dog?
He's just getting comfortable. Yeah. But what was I going to say? Like the amount of, if I showed you like my sent inbox, like since I've been here, I mean, I've sent plenty of emails, but the number of emails that I've had to send to loan officer support, like I haven't sent any scenarios to anybody. I haven't like requested anyone to reach out to me. Like I just hop in Zoom and I immediately talk to somebody. And if I'm not in the Zoom, like you get their phone number and you like call them. So
beautiful thing, man.
I'm not having to send emails and then tell realtors that I'm waiting to see what so and so says. I'm waiting to hear back. You know, it's
Sure.
not. You know, that's just not really been much of an issue.
Right. Well, good, man. Listen, I'm trying to keep these around 15 minutes ish. So why don't we kind of wrap up? Where are you? You never even told us where you're located,
Oh yeah,
where you do business.
yeah. Sorry, I just want to get straight to the fun stuff. Talking mortgage. I'm in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm licensed in Alabama, Florida, and Georgia. So that's where I can do business at. So yeah, that's where I'm working at.
Good, man. Well, listen. So any agents out there in those 3 states that want to do best by their clients, certainly give Justin a call. Send him a message, whatever the case may be. I know you might have a preferred lender out there. We'd certainly like to look at any deals to make sure they're getting the best deal, or any deals that fall out that the lender can't do. Thus, because we have 200 lenders we can send them to. So
Right.
we don't have nearly the restrictions. If it's an available loan, if it can be funded, we can do it. And if anyone else is interested, obviously, about learning more about the NEXA opportunity here, that's a big deep dive. But Justin made the plunge. Certainly seeing the difference and how it's going to benefit him and his clients and his family all in one. Definitely reach out to either him or myself. Be happy to explain every detail you'd ever need to know about making a career move. And when I say career move, it's a career here at NEXA. You become a partner here with us, and it's not just a next job. Okay. So with that parting shot, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Dude, I appreciate you coming on, man. It's good to see you, dude.
Yeah,
And,
man. Hey, and I was gonna tie into something you said, and then
yeah,
I'll let
for
you have
sure.
it.
Run the show.
I was just gonna say. I know we talk rates a lot here, beating rates and stuff. That I've already seen that happen with my own files, and that's obviously a great benefit. But also, like you were saying, there's other just not, I hate to say weird, but just different out of the box, non QM, whatever you want to call it, or whatever it is, type products that I had never even heard of.
You didn't think
Before.
they were a thing, right?
I've never heard of a church loan. I mean, I don't plan on ever closing one, but I'm just saying it's a thing. So,
Right.
the commercial side, you can do the land, HELOCs are becoming big now that refis don't make as much financial sense for people now. So,
Sure.
there's just you're just a Swiss Army knife when it comes to,
I like it. Yeah.
being able to do something. I mean, since I've came here, I've got like, I think 4 loans in the pipeline now, working on a few more. So it's like with contracts. So
Dude.
between and most of those deals, I can't. Well, I know some of them I couldn't have done before just because that wasn't an option. I mean, I couldn't have done a HELOC before. That's one of mine, and then one I was able to beat a rate that I wouldn't have got before. And so anyway, so it's just it is what it is. But yeah, there's just a lot of benefits for sure.
So let me say this, and then we'll wrap it, dude.
Mhm.
Now that you've come on board, do you see, because of the things you just mentioned, that we always talk about, especially on our Weiss-NEXA discovery call, is that most loan officers within 90 days will double or triple their income because they have more products and, of course, better rates to not lose deals. Couple that with the higher compensation. Do you think that holds true for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is the way to look at it. Like, you're not going to come here and do less deals. So let's say
Right.
worst case scenario, you do the same amount of deals, for whatever reason, you shouldn't, but if you did, you still get paid double.
And you
Or
still get a pay
more or
raise.
less. So I say
Yeah.
double. Everybody gets paid different. So you're going to get paid more than likely more if you did the exact same amount of loans. But let's be honest, if you're pushing and marketing the new stuff you can do and different stuff, you should also double in not only in volume as well, in actual units. So
Yeah.
along with that. So yeah, no, I'm a firm believer. Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, dude, that's great to hear. I'm happy to hear about 4 in the pipe already, 30 days in. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And man, keep up the good work. We'll see you on the team meeting for sure next Tuesday. All right, brother?
Sounds good, man. I appreciate you.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
All right, man. See ya. Have a
All
good
right.
weekend, dude.
Yeah, you too.